Admissions by Nobody. Nobody comes from a musical family. His great-grandfather and grandfather were both jazz musicians, with his father, mother's aunt, and cousins being singers and musicians as well. He's been writing songs since he was 13 years old as an outlet for how he was feeling at the time. After some early success with a group he started with his friend, they would break up. That and the breakup with his longtime girlfriend created the name Nobody. How do we feel about the debut project? Here's our honest review of Admissions by Nobody.
Admissions by Nobody. Just a little bit of clarity on that portion right there. Basically, he was just like, when most people are hearing you for the first time, you're a nobody. So he kind of like, and then he was just like, not only that, but that name will catch some attention.
Yeah.
It caught our attention, right?
Sure did.
Yeah, how you feel about the sound artwork, man?
I feel it's pretty dope. I like the color tone. Like, you know, it's got like a soft blue, kind of a warm red feel to it. And I just like, you know, just the look of it. You know, it's nobody. You can't really see them and everything like that. And you got the admissions lyrics on the back. It's cool.
Yeah, I thought that was dope the way they added the lyrics in there right there. I like the font that his name's in. That's definitely a dope font.
Yeah.
And yeah, like you said, it's kind of like a cool, because it's like he's not showing his face, almost like he's nobody. You know what I'm saying? And I like the way he rocked with that, because the text is his admissions, and then his face, you can't see who he is.
Yep.
So it's like he's nobody. The flow of this album, man, I like the way he went around with it, man. It's like basically like this album is his admissions. Like, yeah, the first song is like some serious admissions, but the rest of the songs are admissions too. And I like the way he went with that. And it's definitely reminiscent of a more traditional R&B sound. Like if you're used to like 90s slow R&B, early 2000s R&B, then you're going to rock with this really heavy.
Yeah, man, the flow is definitely that feel, and I feel like, you know, towards the latter end of it, he kind of dabbed into like, you know, a kind of a different kind of sound and everything like that, but he's really well-rounded.
Yeah, highlights for this joint, man. I actually don't have a low light for this joint, so I might as well just start off by saying that, but Admissions is super hard.
Oh, yeah.
Super hard.
Every time I hear that song.
Yeah, it's like just the way he starts it off, like it catches your attention. These are the way I like R&B vocals to be mixed. You know what I'm saying? Like he's got the reverb on there. It's not too heavy. They get the effects on there. It makes his voice take center stage 100% of the time. And he's got an amazing voice on this joint. Warning, that joint is fire. I just like the whole concept of, like, you know, them having issues and then, you know, trying to separate, but no matter what, they end up back together. It's kind of, you know, used to is fire. That guitar that's sitting there playing in that song is so hard. I cannot get that guitar out of my head, and the way that the keys are played on that joint is really nice. And it's definitely a dope topic. Like, can we just kick it like we used to kick it? Let Me Down feature YB and Cordae. If I did have a low light, I'll just talk about this song, but YB and Cordae straight killed this joint. If I Should Die is definitely an attention grabber. Battle Zone is cool, and DUI is another fire joint in the way they went out with the instrumental, the guitar playing on that joint. It's just straight fire.
Yeah, man. Admissions already a banger. Yeah, ever since we reacted to it, that's been like in rotation, just because it's just a great song. Let Me Down. Man, I like how Cordae came in that, because I didn't expect him to be on like a song just like in that kind of tone. So I thought that was pretty dope. Used To is amazing. Like, I just love how it sounds and everything like that. If I Should Die is great. Battle Zone, I really like how his lyrics were on there. It was really cool. And DY, I don't know. It's just an amazing sound. Was it just me, or did the beginning remind you of Sabrina Claudio, Message to Her? Do you remember how that sounded?
No, I don't.
Because if you play it, the beginning, like all the like percussion and everything like that, it sounds like that song. So I didn't know if that was on like a sample or anything like that, or just a simple melody that was the same. But other than that, I love the like build up on that song, because it started off all soft and it just got really dynamic by the end of the song, and he just sung his ass off, man.
Low lights, man. Like I said, I only have one low light. On Let Me Down, I didn't feel like nobody's energy matched YB and Cordae's energy on this song.
Okay.
It was just, for my personal taste, it's not a horrible song by any stretch of the word, but this is my least favorite song, and it's not because of what YB and Cordae did. It's just I just didn't feel the tone.
Like nobody.
Yeah, like I felt like the tones were too completely separate tones. That's just the vibe I get.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't have any lowlights, man. Every song on here, yo, he killed it.
Final thoughts, man. Look, man, Nobody is definitely an artist to watch. If y'all ain't watching him already and paying attention to his music when it's dropping, you are tripping. You know, this project is right up there with everything that's dope that we've definitely listened to for the rest of the year, and I will be definitely keeping an eye out for anything that he puts out next, especially if it's got this slow type of feel. The only other R&B artist that's doing music that's this slow, and it seems like it's like all the time, is like Ro James.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that he seems like he can dominate this pocket right here if he continues to just put this stuff out.
Yeah, man, y'all watch out for Nobody. I feel like, you know, this is definitely, you know, an artist to be on the lookout for. He's definitely going to be on the rise, and you know, I'm excited to see where he goes from here, because I just like how he is, his vocals and everything like that.
Final grade, man. I'm gonna give Nobody a check. Nobody deserves a check. I know, right? That just sounds funny to say, right? Nobody deserves a check. But yeah, he killed this joint, man. Great tone, great voice. You know, the lyrics aren't the most wittiest, but they get straight to the point and you get to feel it. I felt like he went with more of the, you can feel the words as opposed to me kind of come up with some like witty way of saying things. And it works out really well with this project.
Yeah, man. Check. I feel like, you know, this is just something really relatable. People can really like vibe to this, and I feel like, you know, everybody deserves to hear it.